Alright, so this is the Sony 16 to 50 millimeter kit lens on the A6500. We're going to do a couple of test shots here and compare it to the full frame 50 millimeter 1.8 prime. We're going to shoot the exact same image with both lenses and see how they stack up against each other and see how well the fairly budget prime lens here holds up against the kit lens that everybody says is pretty awful. I'm going to turn this upwards just a little bit so we can really see the highlight areas at the top by the branches to see how well each lens handles the contrast there. We're going to shoot both of them at the exact same aperture, but we're going to open up the full frame one all the way so you can see how the prime does when it's wide open. So we're just going to take several shots here, going from f5.6 to f11. I've also got a little remote here that should remove any human error as far as me moving it. So that was f5.6. I'm going to do f8. I'm going to do f11 now. We'll just do the three images. We'll double check to make sure that all focus was hit in all of them. It looks pretty good. Alright, so now we're going to switch over to the other lens. Okay. Let's see, make sure we're still pointed at the same place. This actually looks like it zoomed in further than the other one. That's interesting. What is this? This says it was shot at 50 millimeters, and that goes from just above the crook in this trees to below the lid of the trash can. Well, there's the crook in the trees right up there, but you can't see the trash can lid. That's interesting. 5.6, f8. Alright, let's take them back to Lightroom. So here in Lightroom we've got our kit lens as red, our prime lens as green, and the two prime lens pictures that were taken at a wider aperture than the kit lens can go. We've got the kit lens on the left hand side, the prime lens on the right. And right off the bat you can see that there's a weird focal length difference between the two. You can see the trash can in this one as well as this crepe myrtle over here where you can't see either in the prime lens. So we're going to start off in the top right hand corner, and right away there's a huge difference between the two of them. Now the prime lens is stopped down significantly from its wide open aperture, and this is the kit lens's wide open aperture, but this is just a quick comparison between the two of them. Let's take a look at the upper left hand side. You can see the details in the crepe myrtle tree, and it's completely fuzzy with the kit lens up there. Looking down in the corner here, there's smeariness and blurriness to the grass that isn't apparent in the prime lens. And in the center, we are getting significantly more detail with the prime lens, as you can see the details in the bricks and the shutters as well as in the bark of this tree. All right, now we're taking it down to f8. There is still significant fringing on the kit lens side, with even less on the prime. Let's take a look at the center sharpness. It's a lot sharper in the center still. We've still got the louvers on the shutters in this picture, whereas you might be able to barely make it out, but it just looks like a brown rectangle. We've got smeary grass down here, as well as just general details. Here's an example of the black fencing there. There's a lot more contrast and clarity with the prime lens. At f11, the fringing is gone for the most part. It's still a little blurry as far as looking smeared. Up in the corner, we've got a lot more details in the crepe myrtle. This is at f11 again. The grass is still smeary, but I think that's just the corners. And this little tree here, the clarity is significantly better on the prime. Real quick, I'm going to show you what the prime at f1.8 looks like. There is a pretty absurd amount of color fringing. You see how pink this is. The sharpness is still pretty good. It's better than the kit lens is at any aperture. Let's take this to f2.8. f2.8, the fringing turns blue. This is f11 for reference. Let's make this the f5.6 for reference. So alright. So f2.8 and f5.6. You can see all the fringing is blue. There's no fringing at 5.6. Your clarity is still good. It's better the more you stop it down. It's kind of stinks that look at the difference in clarity between these two pieces of fence here. It's significantly better at 5.6, but that is closer to the corner. I expect the image quality to suffer a little bit. As far as getting this 50 millimeter, it's the best deal on a prime lens you can get for the Sony system. It takes very good pictures. So if you've got the kit lens and you're looking to branch out into other lenses, hopefully this comparison has helped you out. Thanks for watching.